And now, in the Democratic Republic of Congo DRC, an opposition leader is being prosecuted for insulting the head of state and was tried in his hospital room on Tuesday. Gérard Mulumba was arrested in November 2017 at the Kinshasa airport and then transferred later on January 19 to a clinic in Kinshasa because of the deterioration of his state of health. A prosecution order widely shared on social networks authorized that the opposition leader be given 2 weeks of intensive care at the hospital, but his lawyer now accuses the National Intelligence Agency NIA of blocking the provisional release decided by the prosecution.
As I had earlier said, this trial has sparked reactions from human rights defenders. Among them is Kitenge Senga Bismas from the International Federation of Human Rights in the DRC. Hello, Mr. Bismas. The provincial member of parliament for Kinshasa, Gérard Mulumba, appeared before a court that had been set up where he had been hospitalized. As a human rights defender, what would you say about this trial?
En tant que défenseur de droits humains, le fait que M. Gérard Mulumba a comparu devant un tribunal dans sa salle d'hôpital montre clairement que c'est une violation d'abord de droit.
As a human rights defender, the fact that Gérard Mulumba appeared before a court in his hospital room clearly shows that it is first a violation of the right to health. The right to health, which is recognized by the international human rights organizations and the Congolese constitution, which says that every human person must have the right to health. So his health had to be privileged at the expense of everything. That is to say, the court had to wait for his health to be restored before being tried. It also violates Mulumba's right to be assisted by his lawyers, meaning the fact that he was unable to properly organize his defense. He was not heard by a court in a place where that is regularly indicated. Ultimately, it is a trial that seems to me to be a political trial, a trial organized in violation of international norms of a fair trial, just to show that Mulumba had to be condemned.
Juste pour montrer que M. Mulumba devrait être condamné.
As an elected representative of the people, should Mr. Mulumba enjoy parliamentary immunity?
Et effectivement, en tant qu'élu du peuple, M. Mulumba devait jouir de l'immunité parlementaire.
Of course, as an elected representative, Mr. Mulumba had to enjoy parliamentary immunity, and there must be evidence that his parliamentary immunity has been lifted for him to be prosecuted. If his parliamentary immunity had actually been lifted, then in that case, he would have been prosecuted by a court. We do not have any evidence at this time that all the formal and procedural requirements have been met to waive the immunity of Gérard Mulumba. So I think that everything was done in a non-transparent way, whether it is for parliamentary immunity, which according to some who believe that his immunity had already been lifted, but this procedure was not made public. So it was done in a sneaky way, and it clearly shows once again that it really is a political trial. We want to settle the scores with Gérard Mulumba because of his political opinions, because of his political activity, and we exploit justice for this purpose.
À raison de son activité politique, et on instrumentalise la justice à cette fin.
A last question, Mr. Bismas. In view of this trial, is there any reason to be concerned about the respect for judicial proceedings in the DRC?
Ces procès, comme tant d'autres que nous avons eus, où les hommes politiques de l'opposition, où les dissidents de la majorité présidentielle sont poursuivis par la justice.
This trial, like so many others that we have had where opposition politicians or dissidents of the presidential majority have been prosecuted by the justice system. Generally, the Congolese justice lacks its independence, violates the rules of law recognized by the DRC through the ratification of international treaties, but also which the DRC translated into its constitution on February the 18th, 2006 still in force in the Democratic Republic of Congo. We deplore the situation of the Congolese justice system. We understand that this justice is under the control of the executive. We also understand that this justice is exploited politically against a political camp, against all those who criticize or question the government. But we also know that on rare occasions, the Congolese justice is also filled with capable people, but who are simply in a situation of fear to render justice as required.